Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Ruth Langsford had always thought of memories as shelves. Long, sturdy oak shelves filled with photographs, voices, and tiny moments that stitched a person together. But lately, she found herself wondering what happened when those shelves began to collapse, one by one, quietly, without warning. It was twilight when she finally spoke about it. The studio lights had been dimmed, the cameras off, the chatter from the crew fading as they packed up. Only Ruth remained seated on the sofa, holding a warm mug of tea in both hands, as though bracing herself against the cold truth waiting to be acknowledged. Her producer, Claire, paused on her way out. "You all right, Ruth? You look miles away." Ruth exhaled slowly. "Just thinking," she murmured, "about Mum." Claire's expression softened. She sat beside her, patient and wordless. For a moment, Ruth didn't speak. She seemed to be listening to something only she could hear. An echo of her mother's laughter, maybe? Or the soft rustling of biscuit wrappers on Sunday afternoons? Then, with a trembling smile, she began. She used to remember everything, the birthdays, the anniversaries, which neighbor preferred ginger snaps over shortbread. She chuckled softly. She even remembered where I hid my school reports. "What changed?" Claire asked gently. Ruth swallowed. It was small things at first, Mum asking me the same question twice. Misplacing her purse, forgetting the name of the neighbor she'd known for 30 years. Her voice dropped to a whisper. But then she forgot my name. Her hands tightened around the mug. The studio felt painfully still. Ruth continued, "I thought I was prepared. I read every leaflet, every article, every how-to guide. They all talk about coping strategies, routines, the importance of patience." She blinked rapidly, fighting tears. But none of them tell you what it feels like when the person you love looks you in the eyes and sees a stranger. Claire placed a hand over hers. "That must have been incredibly hard." Ruth nodded. "It's like watching a beautiful painting being erased, slowly, carefully, a little more each day." Silence settled between them, quiet, respectful, full of shared humanity. After a moment, Ruth leaned back, eyes glistening. "Do you know what scares me the most?" she asked, her voice cracking. "Not that Mum forgot me, not even that someday she won't remember her own name." She paused, breath trembling. "My biggest fear is that I'll forget her first." Claire's eyes widened. "Ruth, No, listen," Ruth wiped her cheeks. "I keep trying to hold on to every detail. The way she curled her hair, the silly songs she made up while cooking, the way she said my name, Ruthie, as if it were a secret kept just for her." She pressed a hand to her heart. "But memories are slippery, and I'm terrified that years from now, I'll be searching for her voice inside my mind, and it won't be there." Claire squeezed her hand gently. "You won't forget her, not ever." Ruth gave a watery laugh. "You can't promise that." "No," Claire admitted, "but I can remind you of something." She looked firmly into Ruth's eyes. "Your Mum lives in everything you are, in how you laugh, how you love, how you tell stories. Even if memories fade, the imprint, her imprint, won't." Ruth closed her eyes, letting those words settle in her chest like a warm blanket. "I hope you're right," she whispered. The studio door creaked open as the last technician poked his head in. "We're locking up, ladies." Claire stood and helped Ruth to her feet. "Come on, let's get you home." As Ruth gathered her things, she glanced once more at the empty set, silent now, but filled with echoes of conversations, emotions, and life. She didn't know what the future held. She couldn't control which memories stayed or slipped away. But as she walked out of the studio, she made herself a quiet promise. Every time she remembered even the smallest thing about her Mum, a song, a smell, a shared joke, she would hold it close. She would speak it out loud. She would keep the shelves standing for as long as she could. And in that fragile but determined moment, Ruth realized something strangely comforting. Even fading memories are still memories, and love, unlike the mind, does not forget.